right, Matty Gugas here at my home crossing, State Road 206, and the FEC 107 is already coming at about 6:20. Yeah, I got hosed a couple weeks ago, so I've been coming out here early, and I just barely made it today. You can see the train headlight. Stay tuned. All right, here it comes. I'm gonna film this whole sequence. So what happened the other night? Okay, never mind. I'll talk about that after the train goes by. All right. This is tonight's FEC 107, Saturday, July the... Wait, it's August 2nd. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Well, maybe it's not 107. Maybe it's the Fort Pearson, that's why it's a little early. Earlier than the 107 would be here. Oh yeah, look at all that Tropicana. So, that's good to see because, on the East Coast here, because the West Coast, orange crop is really suffering. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but there's a disease over there, coupled with the drought. A lot of people don't think the Florida citrus will recover. Mixed train. This is definitely Fort Lauderdale. Not much intermodal goes to Fort Pierce. I put two hands on the camera, that wind is building. Oh my gosh, it's a massive train, so it's two trains. It's Fort Pierce and Fort Lauderdale. Alright. Wow. Alright, there you go. I don't know what the train number for, is it 109 for Fort Pierce? Anyway, so if you haven't seen it yet, watch my video about the emergency stop the train had to make the other day. It's one of the most bizarre things, well, it is the most bizarre thing I've seen out here since I started doing this about a year ago, but it's definitely one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen in my life. Some guy putting stuff on the tracks, like as the train was coming. Anyway, watch it under my, of course, my Matty Gugas, but it's called Emergency Stop. All right, Matty Gugas here in St. Augustine once again, and we got high green for Northbound on this Sunday morning, August the 3rd. Stay tuned, I'm going to film it going over the bridge, over the San Sebastian River. All right, I hear the train already. You're not going to get a horn on this bridge unless you give me, unless he gives me a horn salute, but it's not too noisy here, meaning not too many cars going by. We should hear the horn at Palmer Street which is right around that corner there. Not even, what, about a quarter mile away. Yeah, here we go. That sounds like King Street, so yeah, that's definitely South King Street. So then we'll get one more set of horns here at Palmer Street. Should be a little bit louder. Stay tuned, the wind is with us, meaning coming from that direction. There it is at Palmer Street. Now I'm going to back off. Alright, so bear with me. Alright, stay with me, folks. I'm going to back off to this other post over here. Alright. The train should be coming around. That is the headlight. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alright, I'm going to get settled. Perfect timing. So, just a stream of cars driving on US 1. So damn noisy. It's just ridiculous how many people live here now. Oh well. Alright, so this is Northbound train. Left Miami or Fort Lauderdale on Sunday. Woohoo! Alright. Alright. Seaboard. As I've said 100 times now, this could be loaded. Most of these units coming back from South Florida are empty. That's why the FEC gets to organize. And you saw that nice block of Swift intermodal all together at the beginning. Now you got all your JB Hunts. They have the luxury of putting these all together because they're all empty, they're all sitting there. It's not like loads are getting ingated at certain times, they're all empties. Sitting there at the Miami Intermodal Terminal. Besides the trailers, there's 5 UPS containers with an FEC on top. I don't know who T-Force is, but looks like they're on here. Strong now. Here comes another big block of UPSUs. All those UPSUs, get interchanged to either CSX or Norfolk Southern, one or the other probably, or maybe a combination. But they're all organized and ready to be interchanged. The Jacksonville yard here doesn't have to do any work to this stuff. Now those are Seaboard. They probably they go to Charlotte among other places, but the big move is goes to Charlotte on the CSX. So, all right. There you go, FEC, Sunday morning, August the 4th, right here in downtown St. Augustine, Florida. All right, Matty Gooks here in downtown St. Augustine on the Bridge of Lions. And that's something you don't see every day. Let me zoom in a little while we're talking. Yeah, that's something you don't see every day. I've been driving by here and seeing it's been down like that at least a couple weeks. This is the Intracoastal Waterway, so I'm surprised they haven't done anything about it yet. But I guess it's out of the channel, so. All right, Matty Gooks here at County Road 312. I came out here to get in position to film the 101, but it's something's coming already. It's only 9:30 or a little after 9:30 p.m. Anyway, stay tuned. We're going to film it. All right, so here it comes. I don't know what this train is, unless it's the 101. Cut early. I guess that's always possible. You know, when you get enough freight, you get enough freight. On Sunday night, I don't know, you get the crew in there early on Sunday. Anyway, could be a rock train, could be an ethanol train. What I'm guessing it's a Fort Pierce manifest train. I'm guessing it's a train with manifest going to Fort Pierce. So anyway, he's cooking now. He's up out of that hole. He's approaching track speed. Just in time to slow down again when it hits St. Augustine. Anyway, here we go. Alright, I'm gonna get these red lights out of the picture. Time out. What did I tell you? Could be a rock train. It's a rock train. It had a few tank cars, it had a few hoppers, and now unit train of rock cars. Oh boy, intermodal. So this train will go to Fort Pierce, I gotta do a little more exploration down Ormond Beach. Seems to be a lot of switching going on down there at Ormond Beach. This is the long train though. It had all those rock cars. Check out the intermodal. I don't even see the end. Glad I caught this train, man. I mean, well, I did come out early, but for the 101, this is a massive train. Well, normal. Sorry. This is a normal sized train now for the East Coast Railway because of all the growth here. All the people that moved here. Yep. Yeah, we'll get a few more congressional seats, a couple more congressional seats. There you go. And the Democrats will have to cry. The Democrat Party will never survive this. Not if they lose. They're not going to get those congressional seats back. All right, Matty Gooks here at State Road 206 in St. Augustine. I came out here to film trains this morning. And you don't want to know the half of it, man. But I got lucky. Let's just say I drove away from the place where I pick up my hot tea and coffee without my keys and got stuck out here. But here comes the first train. All right, well the gates went already while I was fiddling with my phone. All right, here comes the first train. Northbound. All right. Hopefully this is the Fort Lauderdale and I still get to Miami. Yeah, sure. There's a Crowley and a couple of tote Marines. They sail out to Fort Lauderdale. Wait, these are all Miami. Oh well. Fort Marine, that's all Miami, so it could be a combination train too. Looks pretty long, I don't see the entrance. Good timing. All right, Matty Gugas here once again in St. Augustine, Florida at the State Road 207. We got High Green for tonight's intermodal cutoff train 107 for Fort Lauderdale with Manifest. This train almost always has auto racks at the beginning, so let's see if it does again tonight. All right, I'm gonna film this whole sequence since we got the wind with us. Oop. All right, they're gonna get outside. To be legal. All right. Sorry for the movement, folks. I was talking to some kids who were sitting here while they didn't know the train was coming. So I gave them a little railroad lesson about the signals here, and they lived here all their lives and didn't know that. The high green meant the train was coming. So anyway, here we go. Sorry if you hear me groaning, it's a medical condition. Erosion of the esophagus, reflux, acid reflux. I mean, it's just a lot of crap. Anyway. All right, here we go. I'm gonna hold two hands because they're coming with the wind tonight. All right. All right, I'm not gonna jinx myself, but my son's new song, so I'm gonna shut up. Alright, I see the end. Is that song over? So they're past the speed restriction here in downtown St. Augustine. They've throttled up. It's noticeable how much faster it's going. And the wind has picked up, of course. There you go. Tonight's Florida East Coast Railway train 107 heading for Fort Lauderdale.